Menstruation in adolescent girls is one of the major causes of absenteeism in school. Many girls in Uganda miss at least 4 days per month out of the 80 school days. These girls miss because of stigma whenever they soiled their uniforms. They opted to stay at home until the end of their menstrual period. The challenge is society regarded menstruation as a taboo and never wished to talk about it in public.
We had challenges. Girl child could miss classes at least more than 5 days in a month.
Because previously when we joined in 2017 in this school, the situation is really worse because these menstruation children cannot manage the distance from here up to the camp is very far. This child, when she's in menstruation hygiene, she will just sneak and go home for good. Sometimes she will even stay for 1 week.
The Education Local Expertise Center Uganda, in partnership with Save the Children Uganda, under the Education Cannot Wait Consortium, trained learners in the refugee settlements and host communities on basic knowledge of menstrual hygiene management and practical skills of handmade reusable sanitary pads.
I can say that if you look at those attendance sheets previously, you'd see that we would like pick randomly 2 or 3 girls' names and say, let's track these ones. You would find that every month these 3 girls were absent from school. And this year, concretely, you will find that these 3 girls are here in school.
Formerly, if a girl could be in her periods, she would hide, and she when she could be in her periods in class, she would remain seated in class until the school closed. But now
she is quickly assisted by the senior man teacher and taken to the washroom. That change clothes are given to her, then she feels free. And secondly, the boy child has been taught. They have to know that menstrual is not something that is, as cultural people say, it's a myth or what. No.
It is now over 2 years since learners, both girls and boys, actively participated in attaining skills of making reusable sanitary pads and menstrual hygiene management. Since then, there has been great impacts to the girl child's stay in school.
We learn how to make sanitary pads, and then we learn how to maintain our menstruation.
I made these pads for myself, and they are helping me with my sisters. My mother no longer buy for us pads.
I can use 1 pad for 3 hours, and since we have the change room, I change and I use another one for 3 hours until we go home.
Hundreds of learners were trained from Palorinya and Ramwanja refugee settlement.
But after the training, they gained the skills of making reusable pads. Now they are able to make for themselves. They come at school when they are already prepared and pack them.
The learners are now confident in themselves. They are able to network with a senior woman teacher in case of menstruation.
When I get my monthly period, I tell my friends, they run to senior woman teacher who gave them a cloth. I wrap myself. We go to changing room. There we have our parts which we made ourselves. I bathe and put on, and I go to class.
The project trained 10 years and above girls and boys from each school, selected members of staff, school management committee, and members of PTA.
Tulivifanya, tukatengeneza nasie, tukatengeneza pads, na tuliuza vifaa vya kutengeneza hizo pads, na ndani ya ofisi zile pads ziko ndani.
Wakati walituitisha hapa kwa training, walitufundisha kutengeneza mapads. Wakati tulielewa mzuri, na sisi tukaitisha community wale bamusika badogo benye bananiza miaka, tukibafundisha, kumaliza bafundisha, tukibaonesha njia ya kuuza, nao wanakuwa wanajitengeneza au peke kusudi bikwe na basaidia kunyumba.
The male involvement has greatly reduced the negative sentiments the community had about menstruation.
Since I was trained, when I see a girl, when he entered in the menstruation period, I can help her.
I participated in making reusable pads. They trained us, and during this holiday, I made 2 pads and gave them to my sister.
The situation now is okay because we have tried to train boys by telling them that the menstruation period is normal.
At the homes of these learners, the parents are now supportive to their daughters. They appreciate the reduction in home expenditures as they now no longer buy sanitary pads.
Man ni berunda na kule ono gong gitu ati medeni. Mo baso kusubun kase balang ko ngarakinda na bangko dok ni dingin mutu berunda bangko.
It is now over 2 years since menstrual hygiene management skills were introduced to these communities. Mindset change among members of the community was critical.
We discovered that the boys who were involved in the trainings and the girls, the older girls who were involved in the trainings, they were even doing trainings of other girls in the community, orienting them how to make the materials provided to them. They went with them home and they were making it in the presence of other children in the community.
As this project winds up, what way forward?
Good enough they have left for us in knowledge. Our children, they know how to make reusable pads. Equally, all the teachers I have, they are all trained. And then that will mean now what we shall only not have will be the materials. Therefore, I will propose that we, the school administration, the PTA and the SMC, meaning all the stakeholders, we wanted to bring them in and give us support in terms of getting the materials. Because when these materials will be got, then making it will be very simple.
And even during this training where there was the outbreak of the pandemic, we even went beyond and involved girls out of the target population that was supposed to meet, because we used to mobilize the children from home. So even those ones out of the target schools were able to benefit and they are able to continue supporting others.
Rooted in Goal 4 for the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development to ensure inclusive, equitable quality education and promoting long life learning opportunities for all.